Hey, guys and girls. This is Gordon Overkill with the second episode in our current run of Insurmountable, the mountaineering roguelike. So let's continue with the last run. We play on a relatively easy difficulty. It's our first attempt to ever play this game. And in the last episode, well, we made a couple of meters. We started somewhere down there, got up here, but the peak of the mountain is still far away, as you can see. We got some very nice pieces of equipment, as you can see. We've got two tents, one of them almost done, but the other one's still full. Oxygen, backup hot tea. We also got hiking stuff here, a pair of fur gloves, and a protective helmet. So, all in all, I'm feeling pretty fine. Where do we want to go next, though? Up there is our goal, so let's try to get over to the other side of these mountains now. Takes a fair bit of energy. It's also pretty late at the day already. And tomorrow, it's going to be cold. First time we get cold weather, so things get a bit tougher, I guess. Our temperature is still at 100 though, so there's no need to be very afraid right now. Let's go down there and see what that is. It looks to me like a sign of some people shaking hands. Is that a friendly encounter, maybe? Trait. You find a fur pouch hanging from a branch of a skeleton of a tree. You stop. It looks as though someone has placed it there on purpose. As you open the pouch, you discover a tent inside, an offering. Something inside you tells you that you should not only take, but also give. What will you leave in this place? Oxygen bottle? Nope. Canned food? Maybe. I take the offering without leaving anything? Or I don't want to trade. We still got a tent. I think we don't want to trade at the moment. Let's not do that. We still got four, how do you say? Four, four uses of our own tent. So I think we stay with that and rather keep our canned food. We definitely don't want to give away our oxygen. Let's go quickly over here, see what we get from here. A lonely grave. In front of you, rocks and stones have been meticulously piled up to form a mound. A grave so far up here. I search for clues to who is buried here, or I reflect to pay tribute to the dead. I think let's pay tribute to the dead. Whoever the poor soul was who lost their lives up here, they shouldn't be disturbed. After a brief stop, you move on. That means we cool down a little bit, but we get sanity and a lot of experience. Enough experience to level up. Not bad, not bad. What do we get now? 48 hours experience gain in events? Nah, it's just 48 hours. Fresh Air 1 reduces time cost when moving and climbing while oxygen is high. And Under the Stars reduces penalty for sleeping without a tent. Let's take Fresh Air 1. Time cost on all terrains. Active until the end of the mission. Hours. End of this mission. End of this mission. Yeah. Under the Stars. I think we take the Fresh Air. Yeah, let's take that. Nice, nice. So, from here on, we want to go further up there. Either this direction or that direction down there. Do we want to take this makes us climb pretty steep in the end. If we instead go down here, I think that looks a little less dangerous. Yeah, I think if we take the path to the left, the climbing will be less threatening, and I think I like that. So let's turn around and go back in this direction. I think that should be the easier way, all in all. I like to just watch the character climb around. He's not running, but he's walking. I think that's very comforting. So go down here. There should be an encounter. Who do we meet here? A backpack. You find a backpack concealed under a thin layer of snow. Boot prints lead away from the spot in a zigzag pattern and disappear behind a rock. We could follow the tracks, search the backpack, which is bad for our sanity, or continue the journey. Let's follow the tracks. Let's see who we find here. Grab the backpack and follow the tracks. You spot a tent sheltered from the wind between two sheer rock faces. You cautiously approach and poke your head inside. It's abandoned. And sadly, the backpack contains nothing but an empty brandy bottle. You are disappointed, and you hope nothing terrible has happened to the unknown mountaineer. So we get just the experience. That was a bad choice. Also pretty low on energy now, but we can still today go here, or we could go straight up there. I think we can do both. Wait. If we go here and then there, yeah, that works. Good. There are a couple of different caves. We can choose between this one and that one if we can reach both. But at first we go over here to this. Maybe it's a shrine again. Low on energy. Temperature dropping a little bit too. Sanity a little bit down. We are affected by deep snow at the moment. This seems to be deep snow. And the weather will stay cold tomorrow. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit with her to recharge your strength. You do as she suggests and regain. We could gain health, but we don't need that. Or temperature. Let's take temperature. Okay, our temperature is back to perfect. So we could go up here, or we could go down there. Both is possible. This leads us, gets us a bit further. Yeah, let's do that. We will almost out of energy down there, but still better than taking the detour tomorrow. Okay, this will be pretty strenuous, climbing up here. Finally, on our last pit of energy, we reach the cave. Enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There is a wide, deep fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to another. Let's explore this fault. Takes a little bit of energy. Can we do that? You squint down and make out something lying at the bottom of the fault. From the distance, it looks like it might be a backpack or bag. Could there be valuable equipment in there? Don't have a torch. Don't have a flashlight. Let's climb down. You sit on the edge and carefully lower yourself down. As your foot is seeking purchase on a small ledge, it happens. The ledge breaks away and you slide down the sharp rock. You finally come to stop, your hands covered in grazes and scrapes. You ignore the pain and search the item, which is in fact an old backpack. Nothing. You climb back up, frustrated. Oh, an injured hand again. We get the energy, but still not so nice. We're at the entrance of the cave, so let's lie down and sleep. We definitely need a long sleep to get back some energy. Let's do that. Temperature will also go a little bit back up. So here we are again. The weather is cold, but tomorrow there will be a storm. When a stat other than health reaches 0, your status is critical. Your path preview turns red once any of your stats reaches critical level. If you continue to move in this condition, you will face dangerous critical events. Careful, if your health reaches 0, your run is over. Okay, that's good to know. I saw that turning red yesterday. Okay, let's see how we progress from here. This is our direction. I think we go either here or there. I think we go here first. We are at 5,100, so we're getting slowly but surely closer to the death zone. So down here we are. Now time to climb up again, up to this shrine. From there we could soon reach another cave. Jingling fills the air around you, harmonious and melodious, followed by the sound of falling rain. You follow the sound to discover tubes of metal and wood tied together in the bare treetop, dancing and striking each other in the wind. You watch the wind chimes and lose yourself in the fleeting melodies. So you regain sanity. Health we don't need, so let's take the sanity. Okay. So from here on, we could go here and then up to the cave. I think that's good. That's what we do. First, we go up here to this loot place, and then we will go to the cave and sleep. Again, there's a pretty steep climb down there. But we did it. Reached the goal. Oh, a glacial lake. What's here? A frozen mountain lake stretches out in front of you. You place one foot on the ice to test it. It seems sturdy to you. Your path would lead straight across the lake if you don't want to lose any time. We could walk across the lake, or we could turn around and take a detour of 5 hours. That's a long detour. There's not much more we want to do today. Let's take the detour. I don't want to take the risk. You don't trust the layer of ice, and you're not the least bit interested in taking an ice bath. You'd rather take a detour. So we did it. Over here in the middle of the night, a little bit frozen, we discover a chest. Let's dig it out. That takes some energy, and also temperature will fall again. Do that. You find a vacuum flask filled with tea. Okay, another vacuum flask. The third one. Okay, got a lot of that now. The question is, do we still have enough energy to reach? We can just reach this cave. Let's do that. Could not have got any further, but we just a little bit, we just reach it. That's good, so we can sleep in the cave and we don't have to sleep out in the cold. It's definitely an advantage. Yeah, what was that sound? I hear a snoring sound. You enter an extensive network of caves. Towards the rear, you notice an extinguished campfire. Lying in front of it is a stranger, bundled up under a fur blanket. You could find a quiet corner and lie down to rest. You could wake the stranger or leave the cave. Let's wake him up. You approach the mountaineer, but he doesn't react. You bend over and gently shake him. The stranger blinks at you in bleary disbelief and sits up. After a while, he begins to clear away the camp and pack up his belongings. Before he goes, he reaches into his pack and shares his provisions with you. You thank the stranger, but he pays you no heed. We get yet another hot tea. So temperatures, I don't think we have to be afraid of temperatures anytime soon. So let's lie down to sleep and definitely take a long sleep to restore our energy. We do that. Temperature goes back up and our energy gets restored. So here we are. And as you can see, we're right in the middle of a snowstorm. That makes it a little harder. See how we protect our eyes from the storm. What is our direction? I cannot really see it. I think upwards. It's definitely upwards. Here we are. There we want to go. So I think let's just go upstairs, upwards. There are these exclamation marks. Maybe that's again these dangerous terrains. We will see that. Temperature is going up apparently, although we are in the storm. The energy cost for climbing is increased because of the storm. Here we are now. The direction is good, but I cannot see any interesting spaces anywhere close. What do we have there? Could go there, but we have to take a very steep climb afterwards. On the other side, there is nothing to be seen. It takes 2 hours to get there, 3 hours to get there. I kind of feel like going to the left side and see where we get there. Yeah. Let's see if we find anything interesting on the way, but I can see nothing at the moment. Temperature is almost back to 100. Sanity slowly decreasing, energy decreasing relatively quickly. Nothing going on here. Just us climbing up these mountains. And we're getting closer to the death zone. Up here there is a... don't know what that is, but I'd like to find out. Goes pretty steep up there. Can we reach that? Yeah. That's probably a good space to... Wait, let's stop. If we can stop. I'd like to go there directly. And there we will then build up our tent and rest for the night. What is this spiral? What does that mean? I hope this is not a dead end. Just wanted to find something useful at this day. Oh, icicles! The icy wind blasts your face as you traverse a canyon. A bright jingling accompanies you. You look up and see glittering icicles hanging from the overhangs, moving gently. At that moment, a falling spike grazes your face, leaving a bloody scratch. It almost hit you in the eye. We lose a little bit of HP, but luckily we wear our helmet. Luckily we have the helmet. So, let's go down here. Glacial Cave. You are standing at the entrance to a glacial cave. The light that finds a way through the thick ice makes the walls glow a deep, invigorating blue. That gives us back a lot of sanity, and it also gives us a lot of experience, allowing us to level up once again. What do we get this time? We got this mindfulness for 48 hours. Whatever you reach a point of interest, gain sanity. We've got for 24 hours fast movement, or we have warm thoughts. Whenever you use a consumable item, you get some body temperature. I think these warm thoughts are probably not bad. Yeah, let's take that. We are completely out of energy though, so it's time to finally use our tent again. And take a long sleep to regenerate as much energy as we can. We're now in the middle of the night. Let's go down here. Okay, that's a little bit more complicated than I thought. Do we want to go there? Don't know. I don't think we will take this detour just to meet some person. This takes 2 hours. This takes an hour, but more energy, I think. I think this one is a little bit quicker. Let's go up here. Got the feeling we will soon pass the border to the death zone. Still stormy. Tomorrow the weather will be clear again. So we just have to get through this night. Death zone. The air is getting thin and your breath is heavy. You have entered the death zone. You pause for a moment to prepare for a difficult path towards the summit. I will ascend as quickly as possible. What does that do? Ends in 8 hours. Decreases energy cost when moving. I will take it slow. +1 oxygen per hour when moving. Before I ascend, I will mend my wounds. No, we don't need that. So do we want to get oxygen when moving, or do we want to... I think we want to get oxygen. Let's take it slow. I don't think we even lose oxygen at the moment, although we passed the border to the death zone. I see a cave up there. Let's see if we can get there. Temperature slowly sinking, but not too fast. And we've got so much hot tea with us that I'm really not afraid of that. There is a temple, there is a piece of loot, and a cave. While over here, there are also some nice things. Let's see if we can get over here. We can. Let's get the loot first. It's a bit frightening to climb through the mountains in the dark. I'd probably like to get this loot and the shrine up there. And afterwards, go to the cave and sleep. Ruins. Nearby an abandoned camp, there are some vacuum flasks filled with tea. You could take the time to search the tents. We could thoroughly search the tents, which would cost us some oxygen and some time. And temperature will rise. We could take a quick look. No, let's take some time. Let's search it. You find 2 vacuum flasks filled with tea. So we've got so much tea that temperature will probably never be an issue for us. The storm is over. Got daytime again. So let's go. Well, let's go to the cave first. We need the energy, I think. And then we can continue up to the shrine. Oh, you pick your way across some boulders on the edge of a precipice. You notice an indigenous man below you, waving his arms frantically. He's trying to tell you to hurry. Many of the rocks are loose and in danger of plummeting into the depths. We can go quickly or move carefully. This man knows what he's talking about. He is from this area. Let's go quickly. As you hop from rock to escape the danger zone as quickly as possible, you twist your ankle. You yelp in pain, but you hobble on until you feel firm ground beneath you again. You pause to examine the injury. Your ankle is already swelling up. That's not good. What does it do? Death zone. Rumble. Where was the ankle? Active hiking. Weather first. Warm night. Thick air. No, not here. Temporary. Here it must be. Sprained ankle. Plus 30% energy on all terrains. Okay, that's not so good. Nah, that's really not so good. Damn. For how long does it hold? For 16 hours. So maybe we will first go up here anyways. No, we will not. We reach the cave. You enter the cave cautiously. A short way ahead, the ground disappears. There is a wide, deep fault in the earth in front of you, stretching from one wall to the other. Let's explore the fault. Still got a bit of energy, so we do that. Squint down and make out something lying at the bottom of the fault. Ah, yeah, we knew what it was. Let's climb down. You sit on the edge of and carefully lower yourself down. As root is sticking perches on a small ledge, it happens. The ledge breaks away. We knew that would happen. We get an injured foot, and there is nothing in the backpatch. Damn, an injured hand and an injured foot. We are pretty injured at the moment. Let's lie down and sleep. And I think we take a long sleep. That costs us some oxygen, but I think we can tank that. Oxygen is not the biggest problem for us. Wake up right after the start of the night. And we will try to make some progress. We will, of course, it will take us a ton of energy to progress now with an injured hand and an injured foot. You sit down on a rock to relax. A pleasant warmth slowly fills your body. You touch the stone with your hand. It's warm, so warm that the ice and snow around it has melted. Why didn't you notice that before? You close your eyes and regain warmth or sanity. Our warmth is rising anyway, so let's take the sanity. So from here, which is the direction? Can only be upwards, I think. Yeah. Could meet a person down there, but we don't want her. Still above the death zone. But doing decently well here. No interesting locations to be seen. We have to get higher and higher. And I think after this climb, which will be pretty strenuous, with the ankle and the hand, hey, we're almost out of energy. Can we get here? Yes, we can. What's about the weather tomorrow? Oh no, there will be a storm again. I don't like that. Just try to get as far as I can, and then I think we're almost there. I'm pretty positive that tomorrow we will be able to reach the peak of the mountain. Oh, that's excellent. Can we get here today? No, we cannot. But we can get down to this square, and here we have to build up our tent. So let's use the tent and take a long sleep to regenerate our energy so we can finish our climb tomorrow. We will wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's perfect. Got a lot of energy. Let's see what we have here ahead of us. Let's go to the shrine first. And it's not that far. We're almost there. I think today we can make it. I intended to end the episode pretty soon, but now that we are that far already, let's try to make it. An old woman sits in front of a crooked hut. She wears a friendly, toothless smile and motions you to sit down with her. That gives us health or warmth. We take the health. We don't need warmth at the moment. Let's take a small detour down here to get these 2 items. Hopefully there will be something nice among them. Weather tomorrow will be cold, at least not stormy. A rocky outcrop. You march along the mountain ridge. It starts as its steep slopes lines. It's steep slopes lined with gnarled trees defying the elements. You spot an oxygen bottle on a narrow and fragile-looking ledge. You could pick it up. You could pick up a branch and try to salvage it. I will try to do that. Oxygen bottle, nice to have. Okay, I keep trying. Takes a little more energy. You did it. You hold an oxygen bottle like a trophy. Perfect. Here we've got it. We cannot carry a lot more. I have to say, energy is the biggest limiting factor, so probably was not worth going for oxygen. In front of you, you see the outlines of monoliths arranged in a circular pattern. Some of them have collapsed and broken into thousands of pieces, an ancient ritual site. We could stay here, which would take a little bit of oxygen, and examine the area. Let's do that. Let's stay here. We want to know what's up with this. Silent witnesses of an ancient and lost culture. Did nature do this to them? Or were they destroyed by other humans? You're not sure, But something will eventually arise from these ruins. Such is the circle of life. You are about to move on when you think you see something beneath one of the monoliths. You come closer and discover some provisions. Oh, it's another tent, and we cannot. I think if we can we throw this away? So, and take the tent? Yeah, we do that. Confirm. We will lose this. Wait, this one permanently. It will increase our temperature. We cannot do anything with that. Yeah, we do it like this. Good. And now up again. Let's try to reach the peak of the mountain soon. We probably have to rest one more time before we go there. We will run out of energy. It's obvious at this point. But that will definitely be our last rest on this mountain. Okay, nighttime has come. Oh, damn. Can we not progress from here? Can we get over there? Oh, yeah, we can in theory, but we cannot take these steps, so this was a mistake. We go down here, and there we have to camp. And one day later, we can climb up. Oh, what happens? While moving through rough, stony terrain, you step on a treacherous piece of rock, twisting your ankle. Not again! Damn. Again, the ankle. You see the storm in this picture down here of the character. That's pretty cool. So, let's use the tent again. And again, we will sleep long. So, the night is almost over and we get a lot of energy. Oxygen goes down, but we've got enough backup oxygen in case we need it. Okay. And from here on, let's climb up there. That will be a strenuous climb with the storm still blowing and the sprained ankle. That takes half our energy just getting here. Let's climb further and try to reach this shrine. Maybe we get something nice from there. Oxygen slowly going down, but we're already more than 7,000 meters above the ground. And we're almost there. Suddenly the night is over. A cold day. You sit down on a rock to relax. Pleasant warmth. Ah, yeah, we know this warm rock. We can use that to gain sanity or warmth. We don't care about either. Let's take the sanity. And see if we can reach the peak. Almost. Oh, damn, guys. We have to sleep one more time before we can climb up there. So that's what we do. Apparently, so far up, the height has some kind of effect on our character. Fresh air, warm thoughts, controlled breathing, take it slow. Death zone, -4 oxygen. Okay, here we are. Let's use the tent again. For a long sleep. It will end almost at night. We will lose some more oxygen while sleeping. But now we should have the energy to climb up here. That will take half our energy again. That's very, very... If you're doing this as free climb, that's pretty heavy. And one more step. This should be the last one. Up we go. Woo! At the summit. Your heart feels light and full of joy as you stand on the summit, the hardship of the climb already forgotten. You savor the moment. It is yours and yours alone. What an adventure! What a view! Off in the distance, you can see more mountains, higher even than the one you are standing on. And what's that? Something stands atop of them, long and thin. From distance, it looks like an antenna, but that can't be right. Or can it? You want to take a closer look. You aren't done exploring yet. But first, you have to get out of the death zone and find a safe place to take a break. So, we get lots of energy, oxygen, sanity back, 700 experience, body temperature goes back up, our HP stays the same. And what happens? We see another mountain peak, I think. This is our next goal, apparently. So we have to climb back down. Interesting, interesting. But first, level up. We can get controlled breathing too. Significantly increases oxygen gained per hour. We can get warm thoughts too. Whenever you use a consumable item, gain 6 body temperature. I think oxygen is a bigger problem. Our oxygen is a little low. Temperature never was a problem on this climb. So let's take controlled breathing too. Here we've got it. Controlled breathing too. Excellent, excellent. But this, I think, is a nice point to end this episode. So, everybody, thanks for tuning in, staying with us until we reach the summit of our first mountain. And I hope to see you all again for the next episode. Until then, bye, everybody.